One of the things, if you follow along with Atheists Say the Darn, this thing's website, that you'll learn pretty quickly is that I'm a Jonathan Edwards fan. Jonathan Edwards, great New England preacher, played a key role in my life. And I was steered to him by Dr. John Gershner, who turned out to be a wonderful help to me too. But I read Edwards' sermons and I realized all my thinking about what a Christian was, all my ideas were wrong. I couldn't find one single doctrine that I held that wasn't a false doctrine. And Dr. Gershner had said to me already, Mr. Moore, you hold all the heresies of the last 500 years simultaneously. So I told him we better get going because he looked old in those days. Older than I am now, actually. But when I got to Edwards, I knew I had met somebody, though he's long dead. He died in 1757. That he could be my friend. Why? He talked about important matters, and he made sense. He had the most remarkable mind. He's probably, in my mind, he's the second most able mind in all of history. And I wouldn't be alone in that opinion. I can tell you that. A lot of scholars who are not even Christian believe that he was America's greatest scholar. So, but I wanted to tell you, I won't tell you the whole story here, but he dies because he becomes the head of the College of New Jersey, which will end up being Princeton right then. And he volunteers to take a smallpox vaccine, and they give him too much. The guy with his friend accidentally gives him twice the dose, and Edwards dies a miserable sort of physical death. So his wife, who isn't there, gets a letter from the daughter who is there, and she learns of his death. And here's what Sarah, his wife, a very godly woman, writes, because I'm still stunned by it. My very dear child, what shall I say? A holy and good God has covered us with a dark cloud. Oh, that we may kiss the rod and lay our hands on our mouth. We kiss the rod and we don't complain, is what she's saying, even though my husband has been taken from me. And then she says, the Lord has done it. Why? She understood providence. You can't have the doctrines of providence in your mind and not accept it when hard times come. They're not just all God giving you the winning lotto ticket. He governs everything. So if hard things like this come into your life, she would have said to you, Sarah, she would have said, God either initiates or permits these things. And everything has wisdom as its root and the reason for it. Now you would have said, I don't get it. And she would have said, just trust in the Lord, just like she's telling her daughter at this moment. And then she says, the Lord has done it. He has made me adore his goodness, that we had him, this husband, so long. But my God lives, and he has my heart. The husband is dead. She gets the news and writes this letter back. And then she'll go on to say, but what a legacy your father has left us. And she was right. I mean, these years have gone by from 1757, and he's not a forgotten man. He ought to be a man who's prominent in the church today. But I want you to see what a godly woman can do who has providence down correctly, and she gets her comfort from it, yet she'll die herself within 6 months of writing this letter to her daughter.